So hi folks, this is Jack. I'm sitting in the personal mobile studio. Just recorded today's show, and I thought I would do something kind of cool today. I stop by this little coffee shop a couple times a week, and I've talked about this area before. I'm up here in Frisco, Texas, and I've talked about the fact that this little shopping center, there's actually edible food right here. And I thought I would show you today what I walk past every day, and I don't think anybody around me even notices. So give me just a second, I'll get out of the car and I'll show you edible food sitting right in the middle of the city that's part of landscaping that nobody even seems to be aware of. So here we got another edible, something that most people I don't think would recognize and realize exactly what it is. This is actually sweet potato vine. You can see the leaf shape there, really good. This is a variety called Margarita sweet potato vine. There's actually another variety, let me see if I can get my shadow out of your way there. Right there's a purple variety. These are both types of sweet potatoes. And then planted right in among this is a variety of rosemary. So these things are actually everywhere. If you look, and I'll try to zoom for you here. There's some there, there's some there, and they're all the way down both sides of this shopping center. And then we have, hard to see, but more yucca right there. We have an entire clump, additional clump of yucca right there. That's a different clump than the one I showed you. And then there's some yucca here. So there's yucca and there's sweet potatoes everywhere. There's enough to feed a person for a very long time in this one little area. Again, there's some more Margarita sweet potato there. Okay, just real quick adding this piece in. I had to leave that last location because the guy with the leaf blower was going mental there, but take a look at this. This is an apartment complex less than 100 yards from where I was just at. That is all sweet potatoes. There's a whole field of sweet potatoes planted there as an ornamental. And I actually am going to talk to the landscapers at this location and see if you can see that it's starting. I'll try to zoom in for you. See, it's starting to get a little bit yellow. They're getting ready to die back, and that's when they're ready to harvest. And if they're going to throw this stuff away, there's probably 300 or 400 pounds of sweet potatoes sitting right there, right in the middle of the city. People are driving by it every day, no idea what it is. I'll see if I can find one or two more things for you guys to look at this morning before I move on. Okay, so what are we looking at here? It looks like a barren field, and you can see it's just been plowed under, and you see all this stuff here along the edge. It looks like a bunch of nothing, doesn't it? But I was here 3 weeks ago, and I'll tell you what was here then. Jerusalem artichokes, which are little yellow sunflowers. I'll see if I can find a picture for you guys to superimpose it. And you can go right there right now, and they're gone because they died back. It's the time of the year for that. So digging just about a foot underground right here in this edge of the field, you'd be able to dig up just a pile of Jerusalem artichoke tubers. So those are now, this is, you know, a wild edible, but I'm only about maybe 3/4 of a mile away from where I shot the last little bit of footage. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find anything else to show you guys today. I got to get on to the office, but thought I'd throw this in. I don't know whether I'll be back just to say goodbye or I'll be back with something else for you. Okay, so here I am at the office. Got my cup of coffee this morning. Made a little bit of a side trip there for you guys. I really should have done this earlier in the year so I could have shown you just how many Jerusalem artichokes there are right around here in Frisco. There's literally millions of them. Again, I probably have superimposed a picture for you. But that field, that thing was just full of them just a couple weeks ago. There's another plant around here called cardoon. They also call it thistle. It's an invasive species, little purple looking puffballs, but those things are everywhere in the springtime. So up until now, when this stuff's available, you could eat that. Those you blanch the plant with a little bit of cardboard around and let it grow for a couple weeks like that. It makes it more tender, and that's a reasonable edible. Right behind me, you guys can't see it, but there's a pond in the office park that I am in. It's full of bluegill. I mean, there's thousands of them. People come out and feed them bread at lunchtime. Right in front of my office park when I walk in, there's another probably enough plants to be another 400 pounds of those sweet potatoes right when you walk in. Food is everywhere if you learn what to look for. And what you'll find if you start looking for different things, you'll realize that there's food all around you. So start learning about what's around you, both the wild stuff and the stuff that people are planting. The people planting it honestly don't even know that they're planting an edible. And you'll be surprised at just how much food there is right in your own urban backyard.